just bought this Peugeot from auction. I've took the front off, it's a bit of a mess. I bought it for the missus. This is just, the bumper was in the back, that was hanging off the bottom, the crash bar was hanging off, everything is absolutely knackered. It's cold, about -6 this morning. I charged the battery because that was only 11 point something. Here's my bits of tools. Right. Not bad inside. Airbag's gone off, obviously I cut that one out. And he's thrown away. Someone's had seat covers on, but luckily the seats are actually really good condition underneath. It's missing a headrest. How do you lose a headrest? That is beyond me. The back's the same. It's got these mad little like reflective strips that look like lights on the top there, which I think are quite entertaining. So anyway, this is what happens. We turn the key on. Bear in mind this is semi-automatic, so it has to be in neutral, which it is now. And we got airbag lights coming on, engine fault repair. What else? Got our foot on the brake. Go away, economy mode. I don't want to do this for too long now because I know what's up with it. Put the foot on the brake. Gearbox fault needed. Turn the key. Foot on the brake. Turn the key. Go for all your faults. Come on. Right. Foot on the brake. Turn the key. Just start the engine. Push brake and put it in neutral. Well, I was doing that. And I was thinking, oh, I don't know. So anyway, you get out. There's a whining noise, and there it is. That was my issue. The whole plastic tank had broken. Goes in the bottom of there. But this whole front end was pushed in, by the way. Like, it's damaged these little actuators. These were actually pushed tight in to the alternator, which I've pulled that out. Well, there you go. That's what's left of the air conditioning. I didn't realise when I bought it, but it's actually got a twisted front chassis leg, which isn't too bad. We get round it. Morning. It's the parts are back. So this bottle was £91, Peugeot only. Luckily it came with a new O-ring and screws, but there's a torque screw here and there's a torque screw at the back. You can't undo the torque screw at the back. You have to undo a load of 4 bolts underneath this whole unit. Now it is piped in, it gives you enough room to pull it down. I pushed the new reservoir in, managed to get a fixing in the fixing in the back, fixing in the front. I've bolted it all back up. You can probably guess what that means, because there's a bit of oil. But I mean, I was worried about these 2 actuators. They're £130 each from Peugeot. They'd probably be awkward to get to if I needed to change them, but I've wedged that wire in. I'll probably have to take that apart and solder it. But yeah, so this is the start. Now this car was on their site and they valued it at 7,700 in a good condition, for the mileage the car it would cost. I don't know if it would cost that much, but anyway, we're back in the cockpit. This time there's a different scenario. Brake on and she fires straight up. I'm not going to run it for too long because obviously there's no radiator in there, but oil is the first form of coolant anyway, so yeah, I've put it in drive and use the water back in reverse, it moves backwards. Another little twist, I found some business cards, and I won't show you the business cards, I don't want to put the person's name on it, but I called him up and I asked him, I said, did you own a Peugeot 208? He said, yeah. He said, I did. He said, it went for scrap. I said, no. I said, it went to salvage. I said, it went to an auction. I said, I bought it. He was a nice chap. I was chatting away to him. I said, you don't happen to have the spare key, do you? He said, yeah, I do. I said, what about the book, the owner's book and that? He said, yeah. He said, I've got all that. I said, if I pay for the postage and give you a drink, would you send it to me? He said, yeah. He said, no problem. Anyway, thought about it later. The missing headrest. I messaged him. He said, yeah. He said, I've got that as well. He said, I used to put a ladder in the back. He said, and I had to take it out the way to get the ladder in. So that explains why it's missing a headrest. Anyway, he said, yeah, I'll do it when I get back. Unfortunately, he's texted me this morning and said he's got back and it was all in a box. He was going to throw it away. He hadn't thrown it away yet, but he's got back and his mum's thrown it away. So I thought I was going to be one up, but never mind. At least the car's running. Also, someone please tell me what this little yellow thing is underneath the centre of the dashboard. It's like a plug in the floor. I don't know what it is. A bit weird. Anyway, plays like a kitten. Well, it will do when it has an intercooler and everything back on, but yeah, it's a good start. And another thing to add, I had to get the oil. Now, Peugeot wanted £68 for 1 litre of oil. I spoke to the parts person and I managed to get the part number out of him. I said, can you find out what grade oil it is? Because they didn't have it in stock. I said, and I'll see if I can get it somewhere else. If I can't, then I have to order it. So I just want to get it running today. So he told me what grade it was. I went to my motorist discount around the corner. He looked it all up online with a registration and it come back with this stuff, which is MCU or whatever it should be. It cost me £8.50. So that's a big difference in price. So I've saved some money there, thank God. Like I said, I'm going to try and fix these plugs. I might go and see if I can find some of these plugs online, or if not, maybe at the scrapyard, salvage them. Maybe I can glue this back together. Might look a bit of a bodge job, but I don't really want to be paying hundreds of pounds. But there's a water seal on this one, so maybe I may have to, because I don't want water getting in everything. It's pretty churned up actually, so yeah, maybe not, I don't know. Yeah, this one's had the top break off of this plug as well, look. So that should be sort of pressed in there, encapsulated, and keeping it nice and dry. I thought that went on there, and there was a plastic bit holding it all together. Yeah, I don't know where I'd get one of those plugs from without buying the whole harness, which I don't want to have to do. Anyway, my plan is, parts for Peugeots seem to be quite expensive, and it seems most of it's main dealer only. So because I need a whole front end, I've got someone who's going to pull this chassis leg for me. It's Christmas next week, so no one wants to do anything at the minute, but he'll take that away, he'll pull that. But because I need obviously air conditioning pipes, I need all of the under trays, all of the gubbins that go in the trays, I need the intercooler, the radiator, the air conditioning rad, I need both lights, because the lights are in the boot, they're both knackered. Smashed, and even more smashed. So they're scrap. They are scrap. But so yeah. Anyway, what I'm thinking is, if I got to replace the dashboard, I need the airbag. The seat belts are locked out, so I need replacement seat belts. There's another one on the braking auction at the minute, and it's been hitting the side over sort of that side, or that side stoved in, but the airbags haven't gone off. So that means the seat belts wouldn't have gone off. And the front end is totally good. And the engine and everything else is good. So if I can take off the front end, the dashboard, all the airbags, all this, everything like that, and then sell the last couple of bits, the engine and gearbox and the couple of doors and the boot lid, hopefully I should make some money back and save a lot of money, because, well, 250 for all the bits in there, which doesn't seem too bad, does it? 250 airbags, seat belts, well, plus postage, it's 300 actually. But the front end, it's ridiculous. If you try and buy it in bits, there's someone selling a whole front end in a different colour. That's £1,800. The one I'm looking at is the same colour, so it was the same paint code, so I won't even have to have anything painted. I'll just bolt it all straight on. But yeah, there's someone with a bumper on there, just 400 quid just for the bumper. Yeah, it's going to be quite expensive, so I'm going to see what this one goes for at auction, and if I can buy it cheap enough, then I'll just do that. But we'll see what happens. I'll let you know.